Good morning, everyone. Today, Bezat Hashem, we'll do Siman Reish Ayin Aleph, seif Yud and Yudalef. Two Simonim. We'll do about Kiddush. What is the laws of Kiddush? You have to have a cup that you have to wash it before in and out. You have to rinse it, and it has to be a full cup. And it cannot be. Nobody could drink before that. So you have many laws in it. And for sure it has to be a full cup, and we'll see it slowly. Mekadesh al kos male yain shelo yeh pagum. Cannot be that somebody pagum means that somebody actually drank from it before. Blemished. V'ton kol ma sheton kosher b'gas hamozon, like b'gas hamozon, we said has to be rinsed, and all the halachos that we have in it. We also have in kosher Kiddush. So basically, it's a couple of laws. Number one, it has to be full. Second of all, it has to be that it's clean from inside, rinsed from inside and outside, and it has to be where to do a wine. Yeah, and there's has to pick it up. All those halachas we're going to see eventually. Anyhow, and after that. Voimer vayichul mu'umod. Vayichul himself, he says mu'umod. So also in that is a big machlokes to say mu'umod or you do miyushel. Some people do, only the beginning, a little bit, because you're talking edus. So they do just the beginning, they stand up, and vayichul after that, when they do the brachas, they sit. That's our custom. Some people stand up the whole time. And what's the reason that they sit? Because it has to be Kiddush Mokum Suda. Because you have to sit in Mokum Suda, that's where we sit. Because wherever you have the meal, that's where you have to do the Kiddush. So if you're standing, it's like you're separating from the Kiddush and the Suda. That's that view. And also the people that are actually listening to the Kiddush, they also have to sit. Because it has to be, again, they have to be connected. Has to connect. He's doing Kiddush and then a different world. Everybody in a separate world. ואחר כך אומר בר פרי הגופן, ואחר כך קידוש. So after that, he does what? First he does vayichulu, then bar and then the actual Kiddush, the mekadesh hayom. And what happened, a person didn't do vayichulu. So basically, like we said, we have 3 times vayichulu. One in the davening, one after davening, and one in the Kiddush. What happened if you didn't do the Kiddush? So it comes out, you have to do, take it, and you already started to eat. So you take wine, a cup of wine, you do vayichulu, and you drink it without preferable. Because there's a din to say what they're going to say also on the wine. Hagoy, v'yachol la'amod b'shat kiddush, v'yoter tov l'shem. As you could say, the Rama says you could stand, but it's better to sit. Why? Because that's called mot kiddush mokum suda. And also the growers masking to that, you should sit and not stand. Yeah? And especially when one is pointer everyone, that's the difference. The Hasidim, they do one, everyone does their own Kiddush. But in the religious world, like the Goyen, one does for everyone. It's a shas beroi v'amadas melech, or it's better each one does on his own. So we said everybody should do one does for everyone, because beroi v'amadas melech. But they hold no, it's better each one does his own education, whatever it is, to be yoitze. Everybody have their custom. But our custom is one person is moitze everyone. Beroiv am hadras melech.
We have at least 4 kiddushes at Shabbos.
What?
Durai said the first in the night.
I said the kiddush.
4 people at least said it. They all have their own.
ונוהגים לשעה בשעה שמא ויחולו. רק כשמתחיל עומדים קצת לכבוד השם. כי מתחיל יום השישי ויחולו השמיים. So if the word Yom HaShishi Vayichol Hashem, that's Yud Kei Vav Kei, that's why some people stand. If they stand in that part, and after that they sit. וכשמתחיל ייתן נב בנרות, when he started, she has to look at the candles. And after בשעת קידוש בכוס של ברוכו, וכן נראה לי, עין נב 20 קפ"ג, seif ד', what is the halachas, what the extra halachas of how you do it. Now, the Moshe says that you should vayichulu, when you do Kiddush vayichulu, you should look at what The beginning you give a pick to the candles, and then you look at the cup. And something say Api Kabbalah, you have to see your shade. If you see your shade in the cup of the wine, that's like it protects you. That week you're not going to be, you're going to have a long life in that week. That's Api Kabbalah. Halacha Yadalef. Last halacha. What happens if you don't have enough wine and you're very limited? So what comes to work? You have the night, you have the day, and you have Havdalah. See if you don't have Havdalah. So then some people hold really, Havdalah comes because Kiddush, you can make it on bread. But Havdalah you cannot do only on wine. You cannot be yoitz in bread. And that's why what? You should do it on what? On the wine. Havdalah. And Kiddush you can do on the bread. And then some people say, what? Maybe do the Kiddush and depends how much you have. If you really have one cup, if you do in Sheikhal, so then it's better you do Havdalah Sheikhal. You can do Sheikhal means like Chamar Medina, like beer. If you have also that, so then for sure it's better you do Havdalah and beer. And wine at the night, that's the second you could do on wine. And what you do, you leave a little bit, or you do on bread. Those are the three options that you have. So let's see it inside. If you have one cup, so he doesn't taste from that, and in order not to be poigim, that's the shit of the mechaber. The Mishnah Brurah brings the Magen Avraham that it's better what? According to the Magen Avraham, so according to him, what he does, אלא שפך ממנו לכוס אחר, וטועם יין של קידוש מהכוס השני, ולמור מקדש ממש שני שבכוס הראשון. Again, if you have according to the mechaber, if you have one big cup and he has, let's say, 2 reviis, so what you do is, for sure he has $5, that's not connect. For sure he has a wine $5, but we're talking only for Kiddush. So what he does Kiddush in the one cup, and then he pours from the cup to the other cup what? Kishum Lugmo. And then he drinks from the second cup, and the second cup, tomorrow it makes a bracha on the second cup, because he said the minute he tasted it, it's called pogum, then you cannot use it. But the Magen Avraham says not like that. He says you pour to the second cup, you drink from the first cup, and then you bring back the other wine, and that's how you metaken it, the pogum, and then for sure you can be mekadesh tomorrow the first cup. What happened in another case? You're going to have very short wine, only reviis. You drink it, it's missing the light. So what do? So then you add water. And for sure, we talk about that you can add water like this. It makes it back alive. And that's for sure if he has another cup of Havdalah. שאם לא יקרה, מוטב שניחנו להבדלה, שאי אפשר בפת. משקדש עליו ולא יהיה לו יין להבדלה. For sure, it's better Havdalah comes before Kiddush. Because Havdalah you cannot do in wine, you cannot do in bread, only in wine. And that's why, for sure, it's better you leave it for Havdalah, and you do Kiddush with bread. ואם יש לו שתי כוסות מצומצמים, אחר מזיג, after you pour the water, it becomes exactly very 2 cups, יקדש בלילה באחד, ויבדל על השני, so does Kiddush at the night, and does Havdalah with the second one. ולא יקדש ביום, the Kiddush דלילה, for sure it's better the Kiddush of the night than the Kiddush of the day, so that what he does is in Kiddush at night with the wine, the day he does with bread, and Havdalah he does also with the wine. If it's betzimtzum like this, it'll be yoitze all the days. Okay, anyhow, I want to wish everyone a good day today.